just when you think there is no way out. It is amazing as to what may happen. Another realistic crime mystery by H.K. Mayfield. In deep trouble, the sharks may be circling, but they are not aware of the orca, the real killer whale stalking them. Their mistakes will be dealt with swiftly.
I've been down, down, down. I've been searching around, looking for a way out. I've been down, down, down. I've been searching around, looking for a way out. I've been gone, gone, gone. I've been swimming fine in the big black hole. So long, long, long. I've done doing time in the big black hole. God help me out, come on. Up and I've been down. Yeah, I've been round, round, round. And I've been up and I've been down, down, down. So wild, so wild.
By H.K. Mayfield. Premise: just when you think there is no way out. This is a tale of the lies and deceit of a coward and a bully who is under the protection of his villainous, feared and murderously violent father, Harry Lawler. He is so arrogant and silly that he instigates what could be an all-out gangland war. Harry Lawler is a man so treacherous that he orders the killing of enemies and associates alike. As clever and devious as he may be, he is not quite ahead of the game when it comes to tangling with, outsmarting and outplanning another very serious career criminal by the name of Eric Thompson. The two men, who normally have a steady and respectful criminal relationship, are faced with a problem arising from an altercation between their younger relatives. The situation involves Harry, who is dominant and vicious, threatening severe repercussions on a young man whom he perceives as having offended his honor. Eric Thompson, who has equally serious traits, attempts to intercede on behalf of the young man at risk. Although a sort of truce is thought to have been agreed upon, Harry Lawler decides to double-cross Eric Thompson and go to the ultimate end in doing so, but will ego and overconfidence come back to bite him on the rear? Eddie Finch's close friends may appear to have very little dialogue, but they are present in most scenes, often involved in background ad-libbed chatter or activity. Principal characters: Eric Thompson, mid-40s, Caucasian, silver-haired, 6 foot tall, weighs 12+ stone, exceptionally well-dressed, polite, well-spoken and respectful, a career criminal. He can be regarded as being good-looking, with strong and chiseled facial features. Harry Lawler, mid-60s, Caucasian, podgy, bald with a bushy white beard, 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighs 13+ stone, well-known and feared career criminal, standover man and debt collector. Ginger Lawler, mid-20s, Caucasian, 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighs 13+ stone, arrogant coward and lazy, distinct red hair, unemployed but financed and kept by his father, Harry Lawler. Eddie Finch, mid-20s, Caucasian, 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighs 11+ stone, handsome, polite and respectful, advertising representative, experienced MMA cage fighter. There are 21 other supporting characters. A silver-colored Lamborghini pulls out of the traffic, slows and heads for a vacant parking space outside a popular London pub. The driver climbs out. He is a tall, silver-haired, well-dressed man in his mid-40s. He is dressed in a smart tailor-made suit, shirt and tie, capped off by expensive handmade shoes. He reaches into the car and retrieves a baseball bat. He closes the car door and makes his way towards the front door of the nearby pub. He is carrying the baseball bat down by his side. A newspaper vendor situated nearby notices and is intrigued by the well-dressed man, and why he may be carrying a baseball bat. His wondering and puzzled facial expression are noticeable. The bat-carrying man enters the pub. Inside the popular pub in East London, there is gathered, among other patrons sitting, drinking and conversing, a small band of known local heavyweight villains who use the bar as their meeting headquarters. The leader of the team is a well-known and feared standover man and efficient debt collector, Harry Lawler, a smartly dressed man in his mid-60s, sporting a bushy white beard. There has recently been a problem with Harry's boy, Ginger, a matter they are discussing in background chatter. Ginger Lawler has been hospitalized, after having been severely beaten, supposedly by a gang of young rivals. Harry Lawler is waiting to take revenge on the culprits. The tall, well-built man in the smart Italian suit and carrying the baseball bat enters the bar. He walks over and stands confidently and threateningly, facing the cubicle where Harry Lawler and two of his goons are sitting, thus capturing Harry Lawler's attention.
Well, fuck me, then. Look who it is. If it isn't Eric Thompson, the king fucking berserker himself. What are you doing here, Eric? And what's with the baseball bat, old cock?
Oh, this ain't a baseball bat, Harry old love. This is a bish bash bang stick. And I'm going to start using it, if I don't get a resolution to a problem of mine.
Harry and some of his goons immediately draw handguns and point them at Eric in a playful and mocking manner.
What? Against shooters, Eric? You mug?
Eric takes a moment to assess the situation, before tossing the bat carelessly aside, causing a man collecting empty beer glasses to have to jump out of the way. Eric starts to giggle.
Yeah, I suppose you may be right there, Harry.
Harry signals to the barman and mimes a pint and a chaser of scotch and then indicates that Eric join him in the cubicle, which Eric does.
It's nice to see you, Eric, old mate. What the fuck is this all about then? You've got a nerve showing up again around here, after the mayhem you caused over the last bit of a problem you had. What's getting up your hooter? And how am I supposed to be involved, you fucking nutter?
Oh, come on Harry, that was just a spat that got out of hand. That's all, nothing to get your knickers in a twist over.
Oh yeah. What about Nipper Riley and Georgie Jones then? Nobody has seen hide nor hair of them since. Where did you put them then, hey?
No H, I'm not putting my hand up for that. Well, as to my current dilemma, it's like this Harry, my old china. It concerns your boy, Ginger, who is currently convalescing, is he not?
Harry looks shocked, and stares at Eric inquisitively, while nodding his head to try and see where he is leading.
Well mate, I do believe that you're under the impression that your boy, Ginger, has been wrong done by. And being put in his current condition by none other than my young nephew, Eddie Finch, after they had had a stand-up, dust-up, and sort out. With your boy coming off the worst.
Harry stiffens, snarling.
Now hang on a minute, Eric, my old darling. First of all, this is the first that I've heard that it was one of your relatives that was involved in the vicious, and uncalled for bashing of my son. And I am very disappointed at the fact. What's more, he was helped along enthusiastically by a number of his fucking mates, I hear. And yes, Eric, my dear, I do intend to take appropriate payback action against my boy's assailants.
What, even if it starts a war, Harry?
If need be, Eric. If need be, my old. A man has to stand up for what he believes, especially when it comes down to his family. You know that full well, my old mate.
Yes, mate, I agree with you, but there are circumstances that you might not be aware of concerning your Ginger's beating. As in, what really happened, and what it was all about.
I fucking well know what happened, Eric, my boy. And I know what the fuck it was all about. My boy's pals have already told me. So I don't need any more telling.
Yes, but H, just ask yourself. How come not a single one of Ginger's mates have any obvious injuries? Like cuts and bruises, or welts, not a torn shirt or hair out of place on any of them. Especially after they had supposedly been involved in a gang brawl, leading to the terrible beating of your boy.
Harry is not prepared to give in any way on the issue, believing what he has heard is the truth. But he is starting to question the absence of injuries on Ginger's mates. His eyes darting from left to right is the giveaway. Eric tries to negotiate for an agreement or understanding.
Okay, Harry, how about a bit of blood money being paid as compensation to your boy? Like the Middle Eastern people do when things go wrong, and someone is left bereft. Would you settle for something like that? I mean, remove the threat of physical retaliation.
All right then, Eric. Let's say 20,000 nicker, paid in full within a fortnight from now. Or, I want a body. War or no fucking war.
Fuck me dead, like a bullet in the head. That's a bit fucking rich, isn't it, Shylock? 20,000 quid.
Keeping in mind though, a lot of unnecessary pain and discomfort for my boy, Ginger, Eric. And not to mention the damage to my fucking reputation if I don't react and act accordingly in payback.
A fortnight, you say?
Yes, a fortnight, Eric, to get the whole affair sorted. Not a day longer, or I shall come looking. Agreed?
No, Harry, not agreed, understood. You're putting it on me, old son, and I don't feel fucking comfortable with it. Okay.
No, Eric, I'm just sticking to the rules of the game.
Eric leaves to visit a local cafe that is a favorite hangout of Eddie's to warn him of the danger he now faces. Eddie Finch and a number of his pals are having a coffee. There are 3 cafe employees in attendance, 1 male owner and 2 female assistants. Eric Thompson enters unexpectedly, orders a coffee and takes a seat at a table to talk to the boys.
I've been down